Good morning. Welcome to Kentucky State Fair, Broadbent Arena. Here we're starting by my clock, it says 8 o'clock. Our judges are ready. Bring those first classes on. Please welcome. Glad to have you in Broadbent. Welcome to the Kentucky State Fair. As we start our Angus show this morning, I'd like to introduce our judge, Mr. Stephen Green from Hodgensville, Kentucky, where he owns and operates Green Cattle Company alongside of his wife, Lauren, and son and kids, along with his wife and family, Lauren, Clay, and Raylynn. Their operation is focused on raising functional Hereford cattle that are competent on all sectors of the beef industry. Stephen was a member of the livestock judging team at Western Kentucky University, where he graduated with a bachelor's of science degree in animal science. Apart from raising cattle, Stephen is a certified general appraiser, specializing in farm and commercial evaluation services. Please welcome Mr. Stephen Green on the Angus show. What we got here? I've got one, and you got two. I got Cooper on one sheet. So they're in different. Are they in different classes? All right. All right. Yep. Because I was. Yep. That's way better. Just keep me in the loop because I'll be looking on the wrong side. You know how it is. Is that all you need for the moment? Yep. As we start our Charlet show, I'd like to introduce our judge, Mr. Clint Hall. Clint and his wife, Kelly, own and operate Long Haul Cattle Company of Hillsboro, Ohio, and Maysville, Kentucky. They are a multi-breed C-stock producing operation focusing on Charlet and Limousin cattle. They're managing partners with Folly Farms and Limousin. They also produce and merchandise a few elite show steers and crossbred heifers. They sell breeding stock privately through the year and host 3 annual online sales. They have produced and campaigned national champions of multiple breeds and have bred and sold many champions in the steer rings. Clint has been active in many national and state-based associations and beef advisory committees. Clint has judged numerous shows throughout the United States at all levels, including county, state, and national shows. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Charlet ring, Mr. Clint Hall. Thank you, Judge Hall. Results from Class 1, Charlet, Spring Heifer Calf. Your winner is entry number 1, Jerry Fugate, Easel, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, a really, really nice set of cows here to start our pair show on the Angus side, and a decision that I didn't make lightly. There's things I'd like to change about both of these females, but for me, when it came down to it, I elected to use the cow. I think that had the squarest udder, just the nicer teat placement there. One that's the most level hip, the wider pinned, stouter hip cow when you get right in behind her and raising a strap and bull calf. Congratulations. The one we're going to come in second with is one that I really like on the side profile. Very elegant through that front 1/3. A 2-year-old that's just doing a fantastic job with her bull calf. Maybe want to change those front quarters ever so slightly. Not rigged quite as nice right in behind her shoulders and gets a little higher in that tail head. But folks, that's still a really, really nice cow. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. Results from Class 1, cow calf pairs in the Angus ring. Your winner, entry number 9, shown by Adam McCauley from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Second place was entry number 2, shown by Colby Cooper, Mayslick, Kentucky. Results of Class 2, Junior Heifer Calves in Charlet ring. Your winner is entry 2, shown by Gracie Fry from Frankfort, Kentucky.
Well, single entry here in the pair show on the Angus side, and a cow that's doing a fantastic job with that bull calf. He's got a lot of gas and grow. A cow that we really appreciate just for her maternal makeup. Maybe like to change that fore udder and rock that udder in its entirety down and flat just a little bit more and clean up the teat shape ever so slightly. But a really nice, easy doing, easy fleshing kind of female. Congratulations.
Congratulations, your Class 2 cow calf bears in the Angus ring. Your winner is entry number 13, Letcher Johnson from Glasgow, Kentucky. Congratulations, your junior calf champion in the Charlet ring is entry number 2, shown by Grace Fry, Frankfort, Kentucky. Reserve, Spring Heifer Calf, Jerry Fugate, Easel, Kentucky.
Well, on the Angus side, let's put our hands together for a really nice pair. You guys, all three of these females that are out here, I think all have a place within a herd, within a breeding program, and I think could launch you forward depending on what you want to do and where you're at and what sector of the industry that you're focused on. We had a really nice set of cows here out of this first class. We're going to keep those two together. They'll be your champion and reserve cow-calf pair. Congratulations.
Congratulations on the Angus side. Your cow and calf champion is entry number 9, shown by Adam McCauley, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Your reserve, cow calf pair, Colby Cooper, Mayslick, Kentucky. Congratulations. Congratulations on the Charlet ring. Your Class 5 winner heifer calves is entry number 6, shown by Bill Gilpin from Campbellsville, Kentucky. Thank you, Judge Hall. Results from Class 6 Charlet Senior Heifer Calves. Your winner, entry number 9, Micah Malone from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Second place was entry 10, shown by Grace Fry, Frankfort, Kentucky. Third place was entry number 8, Sarah Barron from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Fourth place, entry 7, Catherine Knoll from Campbellsburg, Kentucky. Fifth place, entry 11, Sarah Barron, Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Sixth place was Kylie Burns, entry number 13 from Berea, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Honoring us out. We get our heifer show going with the calf class and automatic division. The young man's heifer that we're going to use to lead off, I think, does so rather handily, big at the ground. Really appreciate the bone and circumference that heifer possesses. You get on top of the cattle. She's stout hip, wide pin, big over her top. Just a really nice heifer there to lead off and win this division. The one that's going to come in second is a little bit older than the one we lead off with, but I really appreciate the youthfulness that she's got. I love the condition she's in for the age and the stage that she's at. Just maybe not as flashy, maybe not as appealing from the side profile as the one we lead off, but a really long spine, deep-sided heifer there to go second. And the little man here is doing a great job. That's sticking our third place calf. He's getting it done. A calf maybe just today, not as far along in terms of performance and weight per day of age, but a really nice project. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. Results from Class 5 Junior Heifer Calves in the Angus Ring. Your winner is entry number 18, shown by Colby Cooper from Mayslick, Kentucky. Second is entry number 19, Jewel Toll from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And third place, entry number 17, Jerry Fugate, Easel, Kentucky. Your senior calf champion on the Charlet side is entry number 14, shown by Micah Malone, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Reserve senior calf champion, entry number 15, Grace Fry, Frankfort, Kentucky. Congratulations.
A really nice class here to get our fall division rolling, and one that we're going to start with that is powerful. She's big footed and big bone. You get up on top of her, she's bold sprung. Love the upper turn that she has to her rib cage, really level through that chest floor. Maybe a little bit of throat latch, but that never bothered me too much. But one maybe today, man, if we could just get her rolling, get her moving out here, because I love the design of her back wheel. I just want to see her get out and just flat get it. But a really nice heifer there to lead off our class. The one that's going to come in second, I really appreciate for where she's at in terms of her maturity pattern for this age. And I'm not here to be the size police, but I really appreciate where this one's at in terms of growth and maturity. A heifer that's really long spined, level through that top line. A heifer that's got some body and power, maybe just not as comfortable there in that hawk and rear leg when she wants to go away from us, but a nice project. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Results from Class 10, late senior heifer calves. Your winner is in the Angus ring is entry number 25, shown by Lily Jeffries, Canmer, Kentucky. Second place was entry 24, Mackenzie Ann Conway from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Thank you, Judge Hall. Results from Class 13, late spring yearling females, Charlotte Ring. Your winner is entry number 20, Isaac Clay Montgomery from Lancaster, Kentucky. Second place was entry 21, Sarah Barron from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Third was entry number 19, shown by Bill Gilpin, Campbellsville, Kentucky. And fourth place was entry number 18, shown by Jerry Fugate, Easel, Kentucky. Results of Class 14 Charolais Early Spring Yearling. Your winner is entry number 25, exhibited by Micah Malone from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Your second place was entry number 23, Charles Druin from Eminence, Kentucky. Congratulations, your junior champion, Charlotte female here at the Kentucky State Fair is entry number 25, shown by Micah Malone, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Reserve junior champion, shown by Charles Druin from Eminence, Kentucky, entry number 27. Congratulations. we split this class of Angus late senior heifer calves, and I think I'm behind in announcing. Congratulations in Class A in this one to entry number 25, Lily Jeffries, Canmer, Kentucky, and second place was entry 24, Mackenzie Ann Conway, Lawrenceburg. Thank you, Judge Hall. Your results of Class 17, also Senior Calf Division. Your winner is entry number 28. How do you say that? Clara Holloway, Olmsted, Kentucky. That's Logan County. And second place was entry number 29, Eli Thompson from Greensburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. We're now showing for Grand Champion Female on the Charlet in the Charlet ring. Grand Champion Female. Congratulations, your grand champion, Charlotte female here at the Kentucky State Fair, exhibited by Micah Malone from Cynthiana, Kentucky, entry number 35. Congratulations.
Boy, a really, really good class of Angus heifers over here. And guys, if you're sitting ringside, you're sitting up in the stands, and you scratch your head and think I might have done something different in the middle there or on the top, just throughout this whole class, hey, it's your personal preference, and it'd be hard to argue with because this is a really, really deep class of Angus heifers, and I commend you, exhibitors and breeders, for bringing them to us. The one we're going to lead off with, I think, does so rather handily for me in terms of foot size and bone and shape, and just the elite build she's got there from the side profile. She's extremely loose skeleton, attractive when a young man gets her head popped up. She comes high on the top side of that shoulder. One that maybe we get right in behind her. I'd like to blow her apart a little bit there in her lower quarter, but just really nice heifer to lead off. We get in here into our second, third, and fourth, and boy, I think it gets really close on these three heifers. Young lady, go ahead and spin yours out and pull it around because I want everybody to see these together. These three, if you didn't know any better, you thought they might be related in some capacity because they're a whole lot alike in their types and kind. And we decided to go with the one that's just the smoothest built of those three females, the one that I think is the most fault-free. She's extremely elegant on the side profile, great bodied. You get right in behind the cattle. She's the stouter of those three. Just a no-holes maternal, great kind of female. Congratulations. The one's going to come in second, a lot like the one in front of her, just a super maternal. Great dimension through that center body. You get in behind her. Maybe she doesn't have the power of the one right in front of her, but extremely elegant there through that front 1/3, and one that maybe just doesn't motor quite as good as the one ahead of her off those front two, but a really, really nice female. Good job, young man. Next one that comes to us, I really like this heifer when she's parked and standing still. She really resembles the ones in front of her in terms of shape and overall design. Maybe a little deeper in that chest floor today than the two ahead of her there that she matched up with. But when she wants to get on the go, she wants to round out in those hooks and pins and come up in that top ever so slightly. But boy, we get her leveled out. I think she can hunt those ahead of her. The next one that comes to us is one that I really liked when she first hit. I thought, boy, she's striking, and she is. And if you guys thought she should have moved up, again, I wouldn't argue with you. Just at times, she's not as coordinated at the ground when she wants to go away from us, maybe not as true in her overall body shape as those heifers that go ahead of her. The heifer that comes to us next is a powerhouse. This heifer's got a ton of gas in the tank. Just for me, she wants to get up in that spine, raise up in that tail head. Not as good there, right in behind her shoulders, tying into her spine. She wants to come apart there in her blade there when she gets on the go, but a really nice profile and kind. The young man's heifer that comes next is one that, for me, when she's on the side profile and set up, she can give you a lights out look. Just not enough power and punch and bone for me today to move her up any higher. We get into a couple here to close out the class. The young lady's heifer is one that's got the power. She's got body. We just like to clean up that underline and give her some more style and balance to compete. And the one we round out with, just a little more fragile in her type and kind, but a good doing, commercial-minded, easy doing, maternal kind of female. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Micah Malone. Both champion and reserve Charlotte females come from Micah Malone. Congratulations. I think Judge Green enjoyed that last class. I seem to be smiling the entire time. Congratulations. Your winner in the B section of Class 10 late senior here. Your winner is Mr. Clayton Bell, entry 29 from Irvington, Kentucky. Congratulations. Second place was Charles Druin from Eminence, Kentucky, entry 27. Third place, Kason Kratzer from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, entry 31. Charlie Kratzer, Lawrenceburg, was fourth in class and entry 32. Fifth place was Charles Druin from Eminence, Kentucky, entry 33. Sixth place was Emma Toll, entry 26 from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Seventh place was Sawyer Gray from Buffalo, Kentucky, entry 28. Eighth place, Emily Warren from Gamelia, Kentucky, entry 36. And ninth was Damian Nunn, entry 37 from Upton, Kentucky. Congratulations. Nice class.
Another really nice class of heifers here on our Angus side. One that didn't take me quite as long as the last one, but I think we found the combination heifer here to lead off. Just really long spine, level hipped kind of female, sound as she goes. But I want to punch her up there in terms of muscle. We get right in behind her, yeah. But I appreciate the youthfulness and the maturity that she's at right now for her age. These being October, November's, wherever we're at this point. But just a really nice heifer there to lead off the class. The one that's going to come in second, buddy, when she's got her parked and she gets that head up and those ears electrify, she's got an awesome look. Just for me today, when she wants to get on the go, we just don't reach well enough off both ends of her skeleton. We want to get outside of our four corners, especially there on that front end when she goes. But a deep-bodied, big-hipped kind of female that just gives you a really nice look from the side profile when the young lady gets her put together. Young man's heifer that's going to come in third is one that I really appreciate for the maternal, just easy feeding kind that she is. One that sure you'd like to turn out and just watch her be a mama cow for many years. A heifer that's level through that top line. She's got some hip and shape. Maybe just not the overall balance and eye appeal is the two that go ahead of her. And the one we're going to round out with is one that's extremely long-sided. She's a stout-made kind of female, just not as coordinated maybe off those rear two when she gets on the go. Maybe not as deep in that center portion of her body, but a really nice, easy feeding kind. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. This is Class 11, early spring heifer calves, broken into two classes. In the A section, just shown, your winner is entry 45, Brianna Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Second place, entry 39, shown by Haley Hughes, Noblick, Kentucky. Third place, entry 41, Owen Adams from Nicholasville, Kentucky. And fourth place, entry 43, Austin Pito from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Congratulations. Congratulations, your winner in Class 25, starting the Bulls, Spring Bull Calves, and also Junior Bull Calf Champion is entry number 37, sold by Jerry Fugate, Easel, Kentucky. Congratulations. Thank you, Judge Hall. Results of your Class 30 Senior Bull Calves. Your winner and Senior Calf Champion is entry number 42, shown by Sarah Barron from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, a good class of September's here on our Angus side, and the one we're going to lead off with is, I think, just really nice made in all of her angles through that shoulder and that hip and hind leg that she possesses, one that's deep-bodied. Just a really nice female there from the side profile. And we get in behind the cattle. To be as green as she is, I still think she has a lot of upper skeletal width. That heifer doesn't have a ton of grease on her for this stage of the game. Congratulations. The one that's going to come in second, I think it's there by default when we start to analyze the cattle. I think she's the one that most closely resembles our class winner. But again, a really nice profiling kind. Maybe wants to run downhill there from her tail head down into her shoulder, but just a really nice built one there to go second that just ran into a really nice heifer ahead of her. The one that's going to come in third, I really like this heifer in terms of her bone and her power. You step in behind her, and that is an extremely stout female that comes to us. But with that, I think she wants to push there off those front two. When we get her on the go, she's a little bolder in that shoulder than both of those that go ahead of her. But a really nice built, well-designed one there to go next. What we're going to come with here on these last two in this bottom end, I think is a little bit of a toss-up for me. I struggled just a little bit to figure out what I wanted to do because they're totally different in their type and kind. But we elected to go with the smoother-made female. I think the one that gives you the most look and added dimension there through that body and hip. Just maybe doesn't have as much foot size and just overall design to move up any higher. And the one we're going to finish with is one that's just maybe not as fancy through that front 1/3, a little deeper in her chest floor, but an easy feed and maternal kind there to finish out for that young lady. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Hall. Results in Class 34 Summer Yearling Bulls and also Intermediate Champion. Entry number 48 is your winner from Isaac Clay Montgomery, Lancaster, Kentucky. On the Angus side, results from Class number 11 Early Senior Heifers in the B section. Your winner is Josie Phillips, entry number 38 from Maysville, Kentucky. Second was Bland Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Third place, Jewel Toll, entry number 99. Fourth place, entry 49, Jomba John Warren, Amelia, Kentucky. And fifth place, entry number 48, Jomba Grace Fry from Frankfort, Kentucky. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Results of class number 37, Spring Yearling Bulls. Your winner, entry number 52, also junior champion, exhibited by Kylie Burns from Berea, Kentucky. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Your winner in class number 41, Senior Yearling Bulls, is entry number 55, shown by Sarah Barron from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, I have to say, when they asked me to just sort this Angus show, I was really looking forward to it because I knew the quality would be there and it'd be a ton of fun. And this first division here, or, well, technically second, but this second division we've got here is a testament to that. And I hope I look like I'm having fun out here because these cattle are sure good, and I enjoy sorting good cattle. It's always fun to do. I'll talk them just for a second. That heifer that came out of that first class here was one that was just super bolt sprung, big turn at the top of her rib cage, stout when you get in behind her. I just wanted to get her going, when she was there in class, but she won the class rather handily. The one that we had in the second class, I think, got there pretty easy in that tough class, a big class of heifers we had there. One that we just really appreciated for her design from the side profile, that hind leg, and the bone that she possesses. Just a really nice, complete female. The one that was out of the third class, maybe not as stout as the heifers on either side of her, but one that's just built really, really well from the ground up. A good feeding kind, the kind that makes a really nice project for one as we go and as they mature and we keep feeding on them. And the heifer we just talked there out of the last class, just really good built in all of her angles from the ground up. I really appreciate just how green, truthfully green. I know she's got a good hair coat and maybe that helps a little bit. But to be that green and still, when you get right in behind the cattle, have the shape that she's got there through those pins and down into her stifle, that's pretty elite. Young lady out of that fourth class, you're going to be our division champion. We're going to use the first calf for reserve. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Your winner is Miss Josie Phillips with out of the fourth class, and we had Lily Jeffries as a reserve, senior calf champion. Josie Phillips wins. Lily Jeffrey reserve. Congratulations to both of them. Thank you, sir. Results from the Charlotte Ring, Class 42, Summer Senior Yearling Bulls. Your winner is entry number 56, shown by Isaac Clay Montgomery from Lancaster, Kentucky. Congratulations, your senior champion bull. Entry number 57, is from Sarah Barron from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. And your reserve is Isaac Clay Montgomery from Lancaster, Kentucky. Congratulations. Micah Malone. Micah Malone, we need you at the announcer stand, please. Micah Malone to the announcer stand.
On our Angus side, the young lady's heifer here that's going to win the class, I think does so pretty handily for me. One that's an extremely long spine, good, deep-bodied kind of heifer. And to be as wide in her chest floor and have the power that she possesses, she still stays square on all four corners when the cattle go away from us. Really nice heifer there to lead off this class. The one that's going to come in second certainly follows our class winner in type and kind. And when you're comparing the two right behind our class winner, but she's a powerful maid, just deep-bodied, good, broody kind of female. For me, she just wants to get outside her skeleton, maybe toe out there on those front two corners. But boy, you pull her in and reel her in and maybe settle her down here in the ring ever so slightly. I think that's a really nice female there that goes second. The one that's going to come third, I really appreciate because, well, that's a meat and potatoes kind of heifer. Just an easy feeding, super maternal kind. Just doesn't have the overall foot size and bone and just overall dimension and eye appeal there to move up any higher. But congratulations, young man. That's a good heifer.
Thank you, Judge Green. Results of Class 14 late summer yearling Angus heifers. Your winner, entry number 53, shown by Kyra Moore from Fountain Run, Kentucky. Second place was entry 54, shown by Sophie Toll from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And third place was entry 52, Jackson Kratzer from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, Caden, he's got a single entry here, June here on the Angus side, and one that a lot like the third place heifer out of our last class. I just really appreciate for how maternal she is and the fleshing ability that that heifer possesses for where she's at in her stage of life. One that's got some power and some body. Maybe doesn't quite go as coordinated off those rear two. Wanting to fight the young man a little bit, but a really nice project and a good cow prospect for that young man. Congratulations.
Let me go ahead and get this. Results from, again, Class 15 is split. We have single entry. That's congratulations, entry number 57, shown by Caden Brown, Manitou, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, we can wind up.
Congratulations to Sarah Barron with your grand champion Charlotte Bull here at the Kentucky State Fair. Sarah Barron, congratulations. Congratulations to Sarah Barron, also on your reserve grand champion Charlie Bull here at the Kentucky State Fair. Micah Malone with the females, Sarah Barron with the bulls. Thank you, Clint Hall. Thank you, Clint Hall. Always an honor to have you here. Appreciate your work. Thank you, Judge Clint Hall. Your premier breeder. Hey, Damien. Damien, we need you to come back. Sarah Barron for the Charlet Show, premier breeder. Congratulations. Charolais exhibitor. Charolais exhibitors 10:30. Jeff, 10:30. And Chuck Druin's pins in the barn, right? 10:30 exhibitors meetings for the Charolais. Chuck Druin's pins 10:30.
Well, a really good class here, especially on this top end of Angus heifers, and I think we lead off with just an incredibly built female, one that you step in behind the cattle. She's got the power, she's got the foot and bone that I really like. In my own personal cattle, one that's extremely bold in that turn to rib cage, great through that heart forearm. Just a really nice complete female there to lead off the class. I think when we get into second, third, and fourth, guys, again, like some of the classes we've had earlier, if you want to change some things, hey, I am perfectly fine with that. But we're going to go with the ladies heifer here in second. I think most closely resembles our class winner, and in comparison, especially to the one right behind her, she's the neater in her spine, the most level spine, the squarer hip to those two, and it's hard to sort them there at the ground. We'd like to change a few things about both of these heifers. The one that's going to come in third is one that on the side profile, when the young lady gets her put together, buddy, she can give you a lights out look. She's extremely elegant and elevated out of that front 1/3. Just for me, she wants to taper off their inner pins and come up in her loin. Man, if we could just settle that spine down and level that out ever so slightly, I think that's a whole different ball game there in that second and third hole. The heifer that's coming next is one that, well, I really like this heifer, and I studied on her because when she's put together and she's set up, well, she looks good. Just a really nice phenotype. The question for me today is there enough heifer there? And I know not all these cows have to be monsters. There is a place for moderate cows, for sure. Just in the cow calf industry, but for me, maybe just not enough there today. And when she wants to get on the go, at times she's just not quite as comfortable there on those rear two pasterns. Boy, you elevate her a little bit, settle her down in those pasterns, and she climbs up in a hurry in this class. The next one I liked has the meat and potatoes heifer of the class, just extremely bold sprung and stout when you get right in behind the cattle. Maybe pushing just a nickel in terms of condition for me today, and I think that throws off some of her balance, especially through that front third and into her jaw and neck. But boy, that's a really nice maternal kind of female. The one that comes next to us, the young man with the cowboy hat, Scott, of these bottom three, I think she was the logical place to put here. Just extremely balanced on the side profile, long spine, good hips. Just doesn't have the overall power and dimension to move up any higher in this class. The one's going to come to us next. I really like her. When the young man's got her standing still, we get her on the move. She's just too choppy off those front two, not wanting to reach and go and just motor around the ring like we need her to, but a really nice, easy feeding kind of female. The one we're going to round out the class with is sure enough a good maternal kind, easy fleshing kind of female, just not the overall power and dimension we're looking for today to move her up any higher, but congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Stephen Green. Results of B section of Class 15 Early Summer Yearling Angus Heifers. Your winners, entry number 59, shown by Samantha Pico from Ewing, Kentucky. Second place was entry number 61, Ellie Marksberry from Buffalo, Kentucky. Third place, entry 55, shown by Michaela Massey from London, Kentucky. Fourth place was entry number 62, exhibited by Colby Cooper from Mayslick, Kentucky. Fifth place was entry 63, shown by Clayton Bell from Irvington, Kentucky. Sixth place was entry number 64, shown by Austin Pito from Cynthiana, Kentucky. And seventh place was entry number 60, shown by Eli Thompson from Greensburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Intermediate champions. I think we're at the champion. Okay. All right. We got it.
Yeah, I left these two out because
I've been cheating here,
yeah, because this is the last
shall I do
division,
it?
so
Huh?
it'll be this class, this
All
class.
right, got first.
Oh, I see your system now. Okay, I gotcha. You're pretty slick, you know that?
I'm old. I'm old.
Experience.
Yeah.
That's what you say.
So
That
you
was
said
the last division
two,
behind
just
there.
two classes.
Well, it was three because it was those, and then this
Okay,
one
okay,
was
yeah,
a
we got
single.
another one here,
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody. Yeah,
and there won't
so
be any second behind but one.
probably not.
Stephen, yeah, yeah.
Another really nice division here on our Angus show. And I'll give them a quick little spiel. The young lady's heifer that came out of the first class up here, one we just really praised for how long spined and good bodied she was, how just symmetrical she is through her overall makeup. One maybe not blessed with the hair coat that some of them have around her, but sure enough, a good built female. The one that was here in the second class, the young man was a single entry. And we love this one just for her maternal makeup and her overall meat and potatoes kind. Just an easy feeding kind. We kick her out and we forget about her. She goes and does her job and raises that young man a big calf. And then we rounded out here with the heifer out of the third class in this division, one that's just, I think, really good in her build. Just so symmetrical, so deep spotted, big turn on the top side of her rib cage, great in all of her angles. Young lady out of that third class, you're going to be our division champion today. We're going to use the young ladies up front for reserve. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Congratulations, you're intermediate Angus champion here at the Kentucky State Fair. Entry number 59, Samantha Pico from Ewing, Kentucky. And your reserve grand champion. Congratulations to
Kyra.
entry number 53, Kyra Moore, Fountain Run, Kentucky.
Yes. %.
Good trio of heifers here on our Angus side, and I think we're going to lead off with the one I think does so rather handily. I think she's the balance, the combination female of the class, one that's extremely long spine, good bodied. We step in behind the cattle and just appreciate the overall dimension and width that she has. Maybe for me today, just get her moving. She's wanting to act a little slow on that back left. Not sure if something's going on, but boy, that's a really nice female there to lead off the class. The one that's going to come in second, I think gets there just based on principles. The bottom trios or the bottom duo, she's the soundest of the two. I think she gives us the most phenotype of the two. One that's stout-legged. I really appreciate the foot size and bone that heifer possesses. Congratulations. The one we're going to round out the class with is one that's just an easy feeding, really maternal kind of female. Love the ear set that's on that heifer when she gets her head popped up. Those ears sit high on that head and they're really attractive, but just doesn't motor around the ring is good for us today to move up any higher. Congratulations.
We need Angus heifer entry 70. Kaylin Schrader. Kaylin Schrader, we need your heifer in the makeup ring. Entry 70. Kaylin Schrader. Results of class number 18, April Junior Yearling Heifers in the Angus Show. Congratulations to Kat Branscombe. Entry number 67 from Nancy, Kentucky is your class winner. Second place, entry number 68, Addie Rose McBurney from Campbellsburg, Kentucky. And third place was entry number 86, shown by Adam McCauley, Cynthiana, Kentucky.
A really nice top end of heifers here on this class, and I want the young man to go ahead and wheel his out there. That's in the third hole too, because I think that's a really nice female. She just ran into a buzzsaw here. Boy, this top pair is really close for me, and there are things that I like and love about both of them, and things I'd change about both of them. But the heifer we're going to lead off with, I think, is just the most flexible at the ground when we ask the cattle to go. I think she's the best in her knee. I think she's the nicest in that shoulder when she wants to get out and roll and motor across this ring. Boy, she is beautiful headed and sculled, great out of the top side of that shoulder, level spine, big bodied, stout hip, just a nice heifer. The one that's going to come in second's a puzzle for me because she's a rib longer than the one that's right in front of her, and I really appreciate that about her. I think this thing is really nice on the standstill, and if we had to judge them on the standstill, I think she would win the class. But when we put this heifer in motion, man, I just want her to move. I just want her to get out and roll. She's a little tighter up there through her shoulder, doesn't extend off that knee quite as well as the one that wins the class. Maybe doesn't have as much bone and just overall foot shape as the one that wins the class either. But boy, that's a really nice female. I hate to be too critical, but here we are, guys. The competition's tough. We got to do it. The heifer that's going to come in third, the young man's got. Boy, when she came in, I thought, that is a really nice heifer. Just long spine, stout hipped, not quite as coordinated and elegantly designed through that hock and hind leg as the two ahead of her, but just a really nice female there to go in third. She just ran into a buzzsaw on the top end of that class. We're going to round out the class here. The young lady's heifer that comes out maybe just doesn't have the overall eye appeal, the balance and symmetry as the ones ahead of her, but on the bottom pair, she's the soundest and freshest in her overall condition. The one we're going to round out with, really a meat and potatoes kind of female, super maternal, easy feeding, just pushing the envelope there for condition for me today. But congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. Results from class number 19, March Junior Yearling Angus Heifers. Your winner is entry number 75, shown by Kyra Moore from Fountain Run, Kentucky. Second place, entry 72, shown by Lily Jeffries from Canmore, Kentucky. Third place, entry 74, shown by Noah Adams from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Fourth place, entry number 76, shown by Emily Warren, Gamelia, Kentucky. And fifth place was entry number 71, Charles Druin from Eminence, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Good class of Angus heifers we've got in front of us, all February yearlings and a big class, and I commend you guys for bringing this many yearlings out to us. It sure is a chore to keep these girls in rig and get them to this stage of their life, getting them bred, keeping their hair on them, keeping them fresh, and we're going to find that even more evident once we get to these senior yearlings, if we have any here in a minute. But just a really nice class of heifers. I think we lead off with the logical place to go in terms of phenotype and overall shape. Heifer that's really long spine, deep bodied, beautiful and elegant through that front end. Just a really nice heifer there to lead off the class. The one that's going to come in second, I really like this heifer, and I studied hard on her there when she first came in because I think she's very good in all of her lines. I think that's just an extremely well built heifer. Maybe didn't have as much gas as the one that's going right in front of her today in terms of performance and just overall weight per day of age, but boy, that's a really nice, complete, sound female. Congratulations. The one the young man's got's coming next gets here on this next pair of heifers just for the sheer soundness. I'd love to change the kind of the shape to her hind leg at times when she gets a little settled out here, but a really nice, complete, maternal kind of female that gets around the ring and sure gives you a striking look there on the side profile. The one that's coming to us is one that's burly. I really appreciate the stoutness and the forerib that's in this heifer. I just think, man, if we could motor her, get her to reach out and be a little more flexible off those rear too, she'd probably move up in this class. She just wants to get a little stilty there on those rear wheels, but that's a really nice, easy feeding kind. The one that comes next, when she came in, I really liked her, kind of gravitated towards her a little bit. And the longer she was out here, I think she just kind of fell asleep and got tired on us. But boy, that's just a long reaching, good made, sound kind of female, really maternal through that front 1/3. Maybe a little elevated there at the top of her shoulder and a little cresty up at the top side of her neck with some of the condition, but just a really nice, complete female. Young lady heifer coming out next. Boy, she is long. She's a rib longer than about everything in the class. And with that, I think we just give up some symmetry and balance. She gets a little linear in her body type, but an extremely smooth spine, a good looking female. Congratulations. The next one that comes to us is one that's burly. There's a whole lot of heifer here for this young lady. She's big footed and big boned, stout hipped. Maybe we're just not as refined through that head and neck, not as neat and tidy in that chest floor. Wish we could just get her out and going just a little smoother when she gets on the go. And the young man's heifer that's going to round out, again, really good meat and potatoes kind, the kind you kick out and you forget about. They go raise you a big strapping calf, just easy doing, fleshing, just not enough phenotype and overall bells and whistles there to move up any higher. But really good class Angus heifers. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Results from Class 20, early junior yearling Angus females. Your winner is entry number 78, McKenna Jackson from Paris, Kentucky. Second place, Brianna Smith, entry number 84 from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Third place was Colby Cooper, entry 79 from Mays Lick. Fourth place, Austin Pito from Cynthiana, Kentucky, entry 85. Fifth place, entry 81, exhibited by Kennedy McBurney from Campbellsburg, Kentucky. Sixth was entry 83, shown by Caitlin Cole, Lancaster, Kentucky. Seventh was entry 82, Hadley Evans, Manitou, Kentucky. Eighth place was entry number 80, shown by John Warren from Gamelia, Kentucky. Congratulations. Junior champion heifer, right? All right, let's find them. There's one, there's two, where's the
Well, folks, this is a really nice division of Angus heifers, and I apologize for taking just a second on them and giving them another trip around the ring. But when you get three out here that look like this, I think they're certainly deserving of the extra attention because it's getting nip and tuck out here. I think these are three great females that we've got in front of us. The one that we had out of that first class, man, when she's sitting still, we just loved her. Just super level spine, great body, big and bold, and her overall dimension, and then great in that forearm and heart. Tying in that shoulder. But for me, maybe today, we talked about her in class, just getting her going. She's a little rigid there. She kind of acts like her back left's bothering a little bit. And maybe if we could just clean up that chest floor, tuck that chest back into her, I think that gives her a whole different look through that front 1/3. The one that came out of our second class, and that was a tough class there on that top end, and the one that the young lady's moving around there in reserve, both of them, boy, they just give you a killer look from the side profile. We elected to use the one in that class that was the soundest of the duo, but boy, she is just really well built from the ground up, in my opinion. Just great in all of her angles. Very elevated out of the top side of her shoulder, the way the neck comes out there. Beautiful scold. Very well managed. Nice heifer. The one that come out of the third class is a troublemaker for me because when this young lady parks her, buddy, she is lights out, just electric. Her haircoat's awesome, her fit job's awesome. She can give you a very striking look when we step right in behind the cattle, especially when she's on the go. She wants to narrow up at her base width, and I think that's my biggest problem with her is maybe I just like to blow her apart with the muscle down low, and especially we get on the front 3/4 profile looking at her, man, if she just had a pop, just some more pop in that stifle to spread those back wheels apart, I think that thing's elite. Just a really good heifer. Guys, give them a round of applause for this division. This is a really good division. I'm going to take one more look, and we'll get you a champion in reserve.
Congratulations, your junior champion Angus female here at the Kentucky State Fair, exhibited by Kyra Moore. Kyra Moore, congratulations. Fountain Run, Kentucky. Congratulations, your reserve junior champion, exhibited by McKenna Jackson, entry number 78 from Paris, Kentucky. Congratulations, Kyra Moore, your junior champion, McKenna Jackson, reserve junior champion. Congratulations.
As we get into our senior yearlings on the Angus side, I think we just have a very logical place to go here in this class. One that is ultra bold in her overall makeup, stout made. We get right in behind the cattle, just long spined, easy doing, easy feeding kind of female. You know, that calf's starting to get big in there, and I think that's maybe affecting the way she comes off those back wheels a little bit. She wants to reach outside of herself ever so slightly when we get her on the go, but still, hey, she's a big senior yearling. That's a nice female. The one that's going to come in second, man, you just ran into a buzzsaw. That's a really good heifer in front of you, and not to take anything away from yours, because she's sure the easy feeding maternal kind. Like we've talked some of them, you kick them out, you forget about them, and they go do their job. Just a nice overall complete female there to go second. Congratulations.
What'd we get? What'd we got? 2-1 is 94 out.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
All
Thank you.
right.
There you go.
Results from class number 24, late senior yearling Angus heifers. Your winner's entry number 97, shown by Kyra Moore, Fountain Run, Kentucky. Second place, entry number 96, John Moore from Gamaliel, Kentucky. Congratulations. Hey, Angus Princess. Angus Princess. Hey, Caitlin, get her name. Angus Princess. Ellie Marksberry. Give you a little mic time, all right? What's the little one's name? Hey, Caitlin, what's the little one's name? Kaylee Hines. Pleasure to have the Angus Princess with us today, Ellie Marksberry, and her cohort there, Kaylee Hines. Welcome.
Well, an interesting pair of heifers here on this top end, and folks, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't think either one of them is just perfect at the ground. I think we're both feeling that heavy calf laying inside of us, but I think when we get off to the side of them and we get there on that 3/4, I think we're going to go with this female here that I think has the most punch in terms of just overall muscle and power and foot size and bone coming up from the ground. I mean, she's extremely bold in that body shape, and I think compared to the one right behind her, I really appreciate her top line and just overall freshness. Love the udder development that's coming on that heifer. It's a big plus for her as she moves into this next stage of her life. Congratulations. The second one here is one that was pretty tricky for me. I didn't know exactly what to do with her because there's things I love and there's things I want to change. I just don't think we had quite as much cow here when we get the top pair together. One that she may take a little bit longer step, but we're still not just perfect at the ground at the surface when we go. A little steeper in that shoulder blade, plainer about that head and neck, but a really nice female. I don't want to be too critical on her. I just think that's a really close top pair for a long spined heifer there coming in second. The one that's going to come in third, probably is the soundest of the trio here on the top end, but just doesn't have all the overall performance and balance and symmetry as the two that go right ahead of her. The young man that's going to finish out this class is one that, again, is the meat and potatoes kind. Love the udder development that's already starting on this heifer. She's not too far from dropping that calf, but just a really nice maternal, easy feeding kind. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. Your results from Class 25, early senior yearling Angus heifers. Your winner was entry number 107, Daniel Taylor from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Second place was entry 106, Brianna Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Third place, Emily Jeffries from Canmore, Kentucky. And fourth place, entry 102, still by Caden Brown, Mantua, Kentucky. We're now showing for senior champion female in the Angus show.
Another really good division here on the Angus show, and the young lady there in the purple shirt came in that first class with one that just is really nice made. She is probably the soundest of all the four that are out here, but just a really complete maternal broody kind of female. That tough class there on the second, we elected to go there like we talked with the one that I think from the side profile and getting in right behind the cattle, it just gives you the most. Young lady up front, you're going to win the division. Young lady out of the second class, you're going to be reserved. Okay.
Congratulations, your senior champion female in the Angus show is exhibitor 97, Kyra Moore, Fountain Run, Kentucky. And the reserve senior champion is Danielle Taylor, Nicholasville, Kentucky, entry 107. Congratulations.
Well, folks, let's put our hands together for a really nice Angus drive. You know, like I mentioned earlier, when Miss Ann Pat Schubert came to me and asked me to do this year, I said yes in a heartbeat, just because I knew the quality would be here. It's so much fun to sort good cattle. And folks, if you look down this championship lineup and you don't see what I see in terms of power and performance and bone and foot shape and soundness, uh, I don't know. I just maybe I'm wrong, but these cattle out front I think are awfully good, and it sure is a blessing for all of us to be here. But it's very much a blessing for me to be on this side of the microphone on these green chips, sorting these great cattle, guys. There's one out here. Boy, when she came in class, I thought, yep, there we go. This is what we came for. And she is going to be your champion today. I think it gets a little closer for reserve. But we're going to go ahead and get you a champion. We'll give it a second look, bring that reserve in. But guys, give them a big round of applause. This has been an awesome show. I've had a ton of fun.
Congratulations, your grand champion Angus female, Kentucky State Fair, entry number 59, Samantha Pico from Ewing, Kentucky. Congratulations, your reserve champion, grand champion female, entry number 38, shown by Josie Phillips from Maysville, Kentucky. Samantha Pico with your champion, Josie Phillips with your reserve grand champion. Congratulations. We're going to take a little break and take some pictures before we start the bull show. That's what they're telling me. So we'll take a few pictures and then we'll be on to the bulls. Gelby exhibitors, we're about 30 minutes from your show time. 30 minutes till the Gelby show.
Well, we get our Angus Bull Show kicked off here with a really nice pair of young calves. The one we're going to lead off with, I think, just does so handily for me in terms of foot shape and size and just overall capacity and mass. You get right up on top of the cattle. He's definitely the most blowed apart in terms of skeleton and pin width. Really nice calf there to lead off. The one that's going to come in second is the younger of the two bulls. And I think that shows in terms of maturity and just days on feed, but a really nice profile and deep sided, just really unique calf there. Just maybe not as much turn and punch up on the top side of his skeleton, but a nice individual. Congratulations.
As we start the bull show, our first class, class number 30, junior bull calves. Your winner is entry number 114, shown by Adam McCauley from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Second place, entry number 113, shown by Colby Cooper, Mays Lick, Kentucky. Congratulations. Fingers aren't good enough to.
This is 115 over here.
34.
Mm-hmm.
Little guy, yep.
A quick duo of bulls here in our second class, and I think we're just going to leave them how they're parked. Boy, this calf up front is extremely dense. I think that is the best a word to describe this bull in terms of overall mass and foot and bone. Just a bold sprung, big hipped critter. Congratulations. The bull that's going to come in second, hey, this is an easy feeding, nice kind of bull that could do a lot for a herd as he matures and goes out. Being on the purebred or commercial side, just a long-sided calf. Sure enough, good kind. Congratulations.
Yep. Results of class 31, junior Angus bull calves. It results in entry number 115 wins the class. Annalise Harden from Springfield, Kentucky. Second place, entry number 34, Letcher Johnson from Glasgow, Kentucky. All right, there's got it. Now we got calf champion, junior bull calf champion.
Lauren, can you announce for the kids to take their scooters outside? They may not hear you or pay attention to you, but
Young people on the scooters, please take them outside. Please take them outside. If you're riding a scooter and you're in Broadbent, take it out on the sidewalk.
Well, good first division of Angus bulls we've got here. We talked about the calf out here out front, just for his smooth pattern and overall mass. the top side of his skeleton in that class. Super sound when we put him in motion. Just a really smooth made, complete bull calf. The one that's out of our second class we talked just a second ago, he's kind of a puzzle to me. I've got a lot of question marks about him in terms of just vertical grow. Is he going to get big enough from here on, and how sound is he going to stay? Because I'll be the first to admit I like him burly, I like him stout, I like him big-footed, and he's all those things. But when we get right in behind him, maybe he's a little coarser in that hock than the one right in front of him. Just a little rounder out of that shoulder. Already wants to toe out up front. So there's a lot of questions there. It's kind of an interesting pair of bulls. They don't look much anything alike, and there's things you love about both of them. But young lady out of the first class, you're going to have the division champion. You're going to be reserve here out of the second class. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Your junior bull Angus champion is entry number 114, Adam McCauley from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Your reserve champion is entry number 115, Annalise Harden from Springfield, Kentucky. Congratulations. Got more than one. That's one page.
Just one. Yep.
Tall
And I'll
enough.
just pull that one out.
Yeah,
I've
throw it
got
away.
it
Throw
marked.
it away, yep. Gelby exhibitors, 10 minutes till showtime. 10 minutes till showtime. Welcome.
A good class of Angus bulls we've got in front of us, and a little bit of a give and take here, especially in this on this top duo. What you prioritize and what you like. The bull that we're going to lead off with, I think, is just the smoothest pattern, the best spine bull. Is he maybe as stout as the one right behind him when we get right in behind the cattle? Maybe not. But this young man's doing a fantastic job getting him shown, you know, a calf it gets out and glides. Just a really nice, complete kind of bull to lead off this class. Congratulations, young man. The one that comes in second is really neat with his parts and pieces. You know, you get right in behind him. He's wide pinned, big hipped, bold in that center portion of his body. Just for me, maybe he's a little too relaxed there on those pasterns. I know some people in the show industry like to think that they really like that, and that's okay. Just for me, he gets too relaxed as we start to look at longevity going down the road. The bull we're going to round out the class with, just not as much muscle and shape and power and smoothness as the two ahead of him, but a good feeding kind of bull. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. And results from Class 34, late senior Angus bull calves. Also going to be your champion in this division. Your winner was entry number 119, shown by Beckett Toll from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Your second and reserve division champion, entry 122, shown McKenna Jackson from Paris, Kentucky. And third place was entry number 120, shown by Micah Nunn from Upton, Kentucky.
A good single entry here on the Angus side, and a bull that's extremely long spined and deep sided, a calf that's adequately sound when we set him in motion. Love the testicular development on this bull for where he's at in terms of age. Just a really nice animal. It certainly could have handled a lot more competition in class here. Congratulations, young lady. Good job.
Thank you, sir. Results from Class 42, April Junior Yearling Angus Bulls. Your winner 128, entry 128, shown by Jewel Toll from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Is that a Division Two?
Yeah, just pull him up there. Boy, we got a really appealing bull here to win this class. Buddy, you get in behind this calf. I mean, he is explosive in his pin width and overall muscle shape. He's stout down into that stifle, big-footed kind of calf, great testicles. Just a really nice bull there to win that class, and I think he does so rather handily. The bull that's going to come in second, I really appreciate what this bull brings to the table in terms of just doability. I mean, this calf is easy fleshing. You can tell that. Calf that's easy feeding, just a good kind of bull to turn out on cows and forget about him. He'll take care of himself. Maybe not as sound as the bull that's going to go in front of him today. He kind of wants to park out on those front two and get underneath himself on the move. But a really nice meat and potatoes kind there. Congratulations.
She's the principal at Robertson County.
Thank you. Judge Green, results from class number 44, early junior yearling Angus Bulls. Your winner, entry 131, Shoma Cat Branscombe from Nancy, Kentucky. Second was entry number 130, shown by Adam McCauley, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Galway exhibitors, you ready? Judges here. You want to bring on that first class? We're ready to go. Galway exhibitors, to the ring, please.
So we got in this junior yearling bull division. We talked about the young lady's calf up here up front. Just how smooth patterned he is and well made, long spine, deep sided. Just a really good kind of bull to kick out and watch go and do his job. Just an athlete. And then the one that came here out of the second class, just to blow you away in terms of power when you get right behind him and study him up through the top part of his skeleton, extended through that front 1/3, and to be as big and as wide as he is and still stay relatively within all four corners, that's pretty tough for a bull of this size and his condition that he's in. Young lady out of the second class, you'll be champion this division. Young lady up front, you'll be reserved. Congratulations.
Madeline Fryman, Galway side. Madeline Fryman, we need your calf in the makeup ring, please. Your cow calf. Junior champion bull in the Angus show, exhibited by entry 131, Cat Branscombe from Nancy, Kentucky. And in your reserve junior champion, entry 128, exhibited by Jewel Toll, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. All right, I'll go ahead and do Nathan started. Welcome to our Galway exhibitors. I'd like to introduce our judge to you, Mr. Nathan Hicks. Nathan is from Versailles, Kentucky, operates HB Farms with his family, raising Angus, Red Angus, and Limousine seed stock. The operation markets bulls and females annually through private treaty sales, also with some select show heifers through online sales. Nathan has been fortunate to work and learn from many outstanding programs throughout his career. He has also been privileged to breed, raise, and exhibit more than 15 national champions or reserve national champion bulls and females across 3 breeds. With a passion for producing high-quality seed stock and a strong commitment to the cattle industry, Nathan continues to build the H&B Farms program around quality cattle, show ring success, and long-term relationships. In addition to his credentials, in about a month, Nathan's going to marry a principal to keep him in line for the rest of his life. Congratulations. Welcome Nathan Hicks to our Gelby Show.
Well, just 2 big bulls here in the automatic division, but a really nice pair of bulls. I'm proud that both of these have arrived today because I think they're both worthy of being here. We're going to go with the one I think just has the most product in him today. I think he's the smoothest topped. I think he's the tidier sheath bull, the most extended, just a really long spine, good kind of bull. Congratulations. The one that's going to come in second maybe comes a little more open there in his shoulder blade where it ties into his spine, not quite as level and correct there. But guys, I'm not trying to be too picky on this bull because I think that's a really good beef bull that's got a lot of power and substance to him, just not the overall design we're looking for here today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Green. Results from Class 47 Senior Yearling Angus Bulls, and also going to be Senior Champion. Your winner, entry 136, shown by Blaine Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Second place, entry 134, shown by Mackenzie Ann Conway, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. We're now ready to show for Grand Champion Bull. All right, as we start our Gelby show, congratulations, our first class of cow-calf class. Your winner is entry number 1, shown by Tillman DeRossi from Glasgow, Kentucky. Second place was Kyra Moore from Fountain Ren, Kentucky, entry number 2. And third place was entry 3, Madeline Fryman from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Congratulations. Angus exhibitors, you've had a wonderful show this morning, and so much quality and good numbers as we get into the event. The young man that sorted through your show and has done a really good job, and you can tell by the smile on his face that he's absolutely enjoyed the quality of this show that you've had. So put your hands together one time, please, and congratulate Mr. Stephen Green for being your judge this morning for the Angus show.
Thank you, Mr. Beeler, for the kind comments. Again, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure to be here and sort these Angus cattle today. The quality's been tremendous. It's a lot of fun sorting good cattle, and a lot like the heifers. You know, maybe we didn't have as many numbers in the bulls, but again, you get on top of these cattle and you're looking at them either from ringside or up in the stands. I mean, you can see the power and presence that's in these Angus bulls in front of us. Just a tremendous lineup. There's one that hit me really hard. I think he's got the big pieces that I like, and I think I found a pretty easy reserve for me as well. But guys, let's give him a big round of applause. It's just been awesome.
Congratulations, entry 131. Cat Branscombe has your champion bull. And your reserve champion, entry number 136, Lance Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. Congratulations to all our Angus exhibitors. Thank you, Judge Hicks. Results from Class 2 Galvey, cow-calf class. Your winner is entry number 4, shown by Kaylin Mattingly, Spring Valley Farms in Lebanon, Kentucky. Congratulations. Congratulations, your champion, Genesire in the Angus division, Colby Cooper. Colby Cooper, congratulations. Congratulations in the Gelby ring. Your champion cow-calf pair is entry number 1, Tillman DeRosset from Glasgow, Kentucky. And your reserve cow-calf pair in the Gelbys, entry number 2, shown by Kyra Moore, Fountain Run, Kentucky. Congratulations. Congratulations, your results from Class 5, Gelby Junior Heifer Calves. Your winners, entry number 8, shown by Tillman DeRossi, Glasgow, Kentucky. And second place, entry number 9, shown by Madeline Fryman from Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Well, we get to have a little fun here on the Angus show now and do the PGS show. And this is really interesting to me. And I've been watching it there the last few years. They've been doing it at Junior Nationals. But what we're doing is we're blending their phenotype and their genotype together and placing these cattle and taking both into consideration. You know, we want the cattle to look nice. But for this sector of the show and what the Angus Association is doing with the show right now, we're looking at the EPDs and taking those heavily into account as well. So the calf we're going to lead off with, phenotypically, I thought was the nicer of the two. I think she's the most balanced. I think she's the most elegant through that front 1/3. Just has the most true dimension to her. And not to take anything away from the one we're going to bring in second. That's still a nice, easy doing kind of female. But some points on that first one that's coming out. I mean, a big spread there, weaning to yearling, 92 to 167. Big 28 there on milk if that's important to you. Good call and angle numbers. Marblings over one. Dollar B at 216 and dollar C at 396, and that's just a really balanced set of EPDs there. The young man's heifer that's going to come in second has actually got a little advantage there in our indexes, but when we weight the yearling weight and everything and phenotype, that's why she goes second. But really nice pair of heifers. Congratulations.
The ladies tell me we've got to do a little calculation on the phenotype, genotype results, and so we'll save that until they get that calculated up so we can present that to you. On our Class 59 phenotype, genotype, Josh tells me we're going to head and announce these two. We've got first place entry 144, Judy from Cynthiana, Kentucky, and also 145 is second, Jack Judy from Cynthiana. Results from Class 6 Galvy. Junior heifer calves. Your winner is entry number 11, Tillman DeRossi from Glasgow, Kentucky. Second place, entry number 12, shown by Madeline Fryman, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Third place, entry 10, Magnum Farm from Manitou, Kentucky. Congratulations.
Well, back over here in our PGS show, we got two females out here, December and a September, and folks, just a really impressive set of figures on both of them. The young ladies heifer up front, big spread from 79 to 133 on that wean into yearling, and the one right behind her, a 95 to 160. Just big numbers, both very close and kind there on their marbling scores at 1.5s, both big ribeyes in these cattle. Both in there at the high 2s on the dollar B and both north of 4 on the dollar C, and that's very impressive. And I commend you guys for bringing these two heifers, because for as big as your numbers are, boy, these cattle look nice. But the paper is pretty tight between the two, so we let the phenotype decide it for me personally. Young lady back here, tag 150, you're going to win the class. That's just a really nice female there, big and bold and stout. Not to take anything away from the young ladies here that's going to come in second. Maybe just not as much product there today for what we're looking for, but a really fun class. Congratulations.
Congratulations in the Angus Reed. Your first place is entry 150, Caitlin Cole from Lancaster, Kentucky. Jack Judy second with entry number 148. On our Gilby ring, the results from Class 7, Junior Heifer Calves. Your winner is entry number 13, shown by Caitlin Mattingly, Spring Valley Farms, Lebanon, Kentucky.
A single entry over here on our Angus side in the PGS, and I'll talk her phenotype first because I think when this heifer comes in the ring, you're just gravitated towards her. Just really complete, easy doing, smooth made kind of female. It's elegant through that front 1/3 and has a world of turn to that rib cage. As we get on paper, for a heifer to be a plus 15 Cavanese, she runs from a 74 to 132 wean into yearling, and maybe she doesn't have as explosive of numbers there as some of them we've seen today. But she does certainly have the highest CED, and to be that Cavanese and still come at us with that much growth, I think is very impressive. Good in the rest of her indexes. Congratulations.
In our third class of the P&G show in the Angus deal, congratulations to 151. Your class winner, Jake Marksberry from Buffalo, Kentucky, the winner. Congratulations. Your calf champions, both of them are exhibited by Tillman DeRossi. Congratulations. Congratulations. Results of Class 10, late senior heifer calves in the Gelby show. Your winner is entry number 16, Kalen Mattingly, Spring Valley Farms, Lebanon, Kentucky.
Well, this is an interesting class here on the PGS show when we get the data in front of us, because when they first walk in, phenotype wise, I kind of probably was thinking we might sort this a little different, but we get to looking at the paper, and I chatted with Josh there. Josh was a junior board member with the American Angus Association. He's been through the PGS shows, and I just wanted to get his input on how exactly they really weight both totals, And so if we were to close our eyes and not look at the cattle and sort the paper first, these two on the front end are very close. And that's why the heifer that I really like, I think is a very nice heifer, ends up going third. And I think if we were to sort phenotype today and then come back with a genotype, I think it would have knocked her down just because of the numbers. It has nothing to do with how she looks, because I think that's a really nice heifer. But we're going to lead off with the heifer here the young lady's got. Like I said, our top pair here is pretty close on numbers, just big spreads there from. She's got a 95 to 169 wean into yearling. We take off our indexes, and we're a $226 B to $366 C. Just a really nice set of numbers, and that's a nice female. Very extended, very long spine, just a good made kind. I think we might have seen her earlier, and I'm proud of you for being able to show her in both shows. That's impressive. The heifer that's going to come in second does carry a little more weight in the dollar B and dollar C area, but I think that this one and the one in front of her are pretty close in terms of their figures, and I just sorted it from phenotype from there. The young man's heifer that's going to come in third, like I said, I really like this heifer. I think she's a meat and potatoes kind, just easy doing, bold sprung, stout hipped. We just weaken up, on the figures. We're 82 to 132. We're 30 points off that yearling weight to the two ahead of us, and certainly in the indexes we fall behind pretty good. But a nice heifer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Hicks. Results from Class 11 early senior heifer calves in the Gelby ring. Your winner is entry number 18, Callie DeRossi from Sulphur, Kentucky. Second place was Hadley Evans from Manitou, Kentucky, entry 20. Third place, entry 17, Jewel Bell from Old Layton, Kentucky. Congratulations. Results from your phenotype, genotype, Angus show fourth class. Your winner was entry 154, shown by Caitlin Cole from Lancaster, Kentucky. Second place was Clayton Bell from Irvington, Kentucky, entry 153. And third place was entry 152, shown by Blaine Smith from Russell Springs, Kentucky. We're now picking our phenotype, genotype show champion reserve. Congratulations to your senior heifer calf champion, the Gelby ring, Callie DeRossi. Callie DeRossi, congratulations. Reserve goes to entry number 20, Hadley Evans from Manitou, Kentucky. Hadley, congratulations.
Well, over here on our PGS side, we're getting ready to pick our champion PGS female. And again, guys, I know I've said it and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's an honor and it's a privilege to stand on these green shavings and on this side of the microphone. It doesn't get any better than this in Louisville, Kentucky. Guys, this has been a really fun show to sort. This is honestly the first time that I've got to take part in sorting the PGS, but I've been watching. I've been watching the PGS shows and seeing how everything's tabulated and just trying to make sure that we know what's going on here. You know, there's a heifer in here I think that excels substantially from top to bottom, from her growth numbers to the marbling and ribeye and going all the way into her indexes, the dollar B and dollar C. I think it gets a little closer for reserve. I think there's some gives and takes, and maybe on those two, you know, when we get close, that's when we're going to let phenotype sort it the rest of the way out. But with that, guys, thank you. It's been an honor. I'll get you a pair of champions. Congratulations.
Congratulations, your phenotype genotype champion here at the Kentucky State Fair, entry 150, Caitlin Cole from Lancaster, Kentucky. Results from Class 15, early summer yearling Galvey heifers. Your winner, entry 23, shown by Tillman DeRossi from Glasgow, Kentucky. And your reserve phenotype genotype champion is entry number 154, shown by Caitlin Cole from Lancaster, Kentucky. Congratulations. Thank you, Stephen Green. Thank you, my friend. Job. Great show, Angus, folks. Congratulations on a wonderful show today, and thank you for being part of the Kentucky State Fair.